Universe.
Now, over time, I've started to notice that hip-hop has become increasingly more gimmicky as the years have passed by. And when we really sit back and look at it, it's been a pretty long time since rap and, well, rappers in general were taken seriously. I mean, this doesn't go for every single rapper. You got niggas like King Von that are literal confirmed serial killers that are still getting their name brought up today, long after they're gone. I'm talking more so about how, like, oh, these rappers are suspect, these rappers are satanic, yada, 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 yada. You know what? I mean, sometimes these artists do things where it could be along the lines of getting canceled, but more so something where it's so strange to the point to where everyone wonders why they're doing it and what their reason could be like behind it. Prime example, which I've already done a video about him, and actually, which is now my biggest video on my channel, is Lil Wop going from his hardcore in the streets guy persona to hardcore in the sheets guy persona. Now, there's nothing inherently wrong with the concept of what he's doing, but it was seemingly very random, and a lot of people had accused him of, being involved in a humiliation ritual. For those of you who do not know what a humiliation ritual is, by Google standards, a humiliation ritual is a, quote, deliberate act or series of actions designed to degrade, shame, or dishonor an individual, often in a public setting, end quote. Thinking about Lil Wop randomly showing his Lil Bottom for all his Instagram followers is not, it ain't too far off. But by Reddit standards, aka the voice of the people who can't get off the internet, you actually get a couple of different answers. This one guy said humiliation rituals are often associated with the secret society type group initiation. It's a method for the pledge to prove their sincerity and give the society leverage over the pledge as a piece of information they can threaten them with. Now, me personally, I don't really buy into all that shit. I just kind of feel like the industry is a strange place, and sometimes some people do things inside the industry that are just strange. For an example, right? Like, look at NLE Choppa. He was gay baiting a few months ago, and now he's back to his original self, whatever you could interpret that to. And when I say gay baiting, I mean, he was just doing things that are, some people would consider suspect, to the point to where you kind of just start to wonder, all right, like, what's going on? It was so publicized to the point that he even did an interview on Revolt where he had to basically explain himself that he's indeed not on that type of timing.
Are you an ally?
I think that's what they said I was. But I mean, I was just showing love. But if that's what that means, yeah, I'm an ally now. Oh. I feel like you're supposed to approach everything in life with love. No matter if you live the same way or you don't. You do what you do, it's cool, man. I support you with whatever you do. You feel me? Because I know how I feel to not be supported when you just doing what you feel is best for you.
Now, some of the things that NLE represents, I actually heavily align with. Like, he's really about self-love and aspirations of being a better person. That's what he preaches, basically. But he did do a video on his personal channel, Awoken Choppa or something like that, where he simply titled it, "I did a humiliation ritual and I passed." Now, this video is 48 fucking minutes long, so I will not be going super in-depth about it. In fact, I won't be going in-depth at all. But I do find it interesting that to sum it all up, he basically said that one song he made, what was it called? Damn, I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, Slut Me Out Too, was him aligning with the negative aspects of the industry, basically in order to further push his career and reach a new level of stardom, which in his own right, he did actually do. I mean, he definitely went from, Shotta Flow to Slut Me Out. Like, it's a crazy jump. I don't know, that sort of thing is exactly what people would consider a humiliation ritual. Doing a bit of research on this topic, you start to really notice that things like this are under the guise of gimmicks and marketing stunts, which is why I don't really believe in the fact that they're dead-ass rituals. For another example, that time that Kid Cudi had wore a fucking dress on stage, at SNL or whatever, me personally, I gotta hammer that in y'all's head. I did not care about this at all because A, it's Kid Cudi. I'm not saying that Kid Cudi's ass, I'm just saying I'm not a big fan anyway. But B, if you did a tiny bit of research, it was worn as a tribute to Kurt Cobain, which if y'all have seen a certain thing that's been in literally all of my videos, aka the intro logo, I absolutely love Nirvana. Kind of a mid-band, but I like the ideology behind, Nirvana. None of this is important, I'm so sorry. Point being, some people saw Kid Cudi wearing this dress and they're like, oh, Then some people saw him wearing a dress and they're like, oh, this is the Illuminati. It's making him do this to push the agenda. This is evil. This is a mockery of the LGBTQ. Shut up. God damn. Shut the fuck up. I think people look too deeply into certain actions in the industry. And maybe that makes me a cog or whatever, but I just personally feel like that dress wasn't intended for any more than a tribute to someone Kid Cudi on multiple times has stated inspired him. Get what I mean? Now, I want to show y'all something real quick.
So we coming to you live, Diddy late nights. Anything can happen. I'm just vibing. It's so wide.
You gotta keep the hair.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna wear this here in Toronto in the morning.
Hey, yo, let me ask you a question.
When I get to
Now, I don't know where to put this in the humiliation ritual thread because one thing's for sure, two things for certain. This type of shit is like a Wednesday afternoon for Diddy. I ain't gonna fake. This nigga is weird. I think this clip, Kid Cudi in a dress, NLE Choppa being slightly gay and slutty, like, aren't humiliation rituals. I think it's just them doing whatever they want, them being themselves to an extent. Now, you can sit up and say, oh, the industry is puppeteering everything and they're all just puppets. Cool, whatever, fine. So is the CIA. I mean, you got niggas talking about killing each other in almost every rap song you listen to. But what agenda is Cudi in a dress pushing? You know how many men in all forms of entertainment industries have been in a dress at some point? A lot. Especially comedians. Literally, look it up. Now, I know this one was short, but I don't know. I just needed to say something about this because I feel like the humiliation ritual shit has just been getting thrown around so much that it's like literally at random shit. Like when Uzi did that one thing that was kind of suspect, I'm trying to even remember. Yeah, like, why did we put so much attention on this? Like, Lil Uzi hasn't been suspect for his entire career. This one is just another notch under the belt. No, this is a short video, but fuck it, I'm going.
Can't tell my brother we gon' catch that taco. Told my whoa, wait for the fuck all hoe. He don't get my money, boy gon' be a shit show. Then plan B, yeah, get your slang like bitch show. And I'm on the east side with a real low. Run your beat for the street like a